What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Logical Dude, your favorite van life living, crypto investing digital nomad. Man, we got a big one today. I'm really excited about bringing you this update. Today is Monday. It's August 30th of 2021. So, not only are we going to be talking about the markets, as we always do, because we got some good things going on in the markets. Man, altcoins are running like crazy. People are making money. Really happy about that. But I'm going to introduce to you my first full out NFT series called the HashBots. Really excited about this. It was one of those inspirations just kind of struck and I had to run with it kind of things. So I have that coming and we're going to be talking about that. But let's just get right on into this market real. Let's get that kind of stuff out of the way. So this is coin-logic.com. For those who have never watched one of my videos, this is kind of my little home on the internet. As far as with crypto is concerned, I wanted to bring everything all in together into one place that I needed to do my crypto research. So I have the front page is for basically, this is my portfolio. So mine and my company's portfolio is right here. So I can have a really nice quick look of this. So you can also see, what I'm following, that kind of thing. Nothing I do is ever financial advice. I'm just a dude living on the van, coming at you through Web 3 and Web 2 if you're listening to me on YouTube and that kind of. So yeah, down here below is a curated list from the Hive blockchain. These are articles that are all, you'll see these videos and any of my TA and that kind of thing in this list. But you'll also see other articles from, authors that are coming out with great tutorials, top 7 best DeFi coins, that kind of thing. Talking about if they have really good news articles on the crypto news, if they're doing their own interpretations and not just trying to be an echo chamber of everybody else kind of thing. So, and then I'm looking for great TA posts and that kind of thing. So that's the kind of stuff that is here. Talking about is Monero traceable in 2020. This is a really great post by a Forex broker here. So these are all by real people. These are not, paid shills or anything by any of the major sources. If you want that kind of stuff, though, we do have that over here on the News Center. We've got AMB Crypto, we've got Bitcoin.com feeds, we've got Bitcoin Magazine and Decrypt.co. That's really all you need because the rest of them are just echo chambers or just, corrupt news sources that I don't believe in the first place, like CoinDesk or Cointelegraph. I don't like those. I don't like either one of those platforms. That's just me. I believe they are just, they're kind of involved with the little banking cartel, the digital currency group, that kind of thing. And they are just mouthpiece for the elite crypto whales kind of deal. So that's why I don't really talk to them. AMB Crypto actually requested to be on the page, be on the site. So big ups to AMB Crypto. You are definitely here. And I do go through, I love AMB Crypto. They have a lot of really good TA posts and that kind of thing. So different than the rest of them. It's not necessarily the same, regurgitated FUD and garbage. So if you want that, though, we've got it all here. But let's go take a look at the trending page. We also have a full-out market page, which opens up and it shows you the, basically this is the top 100 here. You can come and take a look at the top 100 and then continue to go through the rest of the markets. You can even come up here and you can set your own watch list and that kind of thing as well as for search whatever coins that you search for here. If you want to look at, open this up into a new tab here. So if you want to look at some coin stats and that kind of thing, you can open that up here. This is all information that's brought in through the CoinGecko API. So you can come and look at, your updated charts. This is a line chart. And we also have candlestick charts here for that as well. So this is just a nice little info page. It's got some links and that kind of thing to block explorers and project websites, that kind of thing. So you can come and definitely check that out. But we're going to go and we are going to take a look at our trending page right now. And right here on the trending page, you're going to see the top 10 gainers of the top 100. Man, it's been a heck of a day. We've got Phantom up 49.2%, Airweave up 30%, Perp token is up 30%, Harmony is up 20%, Solana's up 17%, Elrond, Waves, Cosmos, Bitcoin Cash A, whatever that is, and Compound are all in the top 10 gainers of the top 100. In the top 10 losers, we got Avalanche, AMP, Tezos, Audius, Helium, PancakeSwap, ICP, Telcoin, XDC Network, and then Polygon. And those aren't really, well, Avalanche had a pretty nice drop, but the bottom ones weren't really too bad of a drop. So, but if you're in any of these other projects, you are making money, and it's a good day for you guys. The top 10 by market cap, we've got Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Binance Coin, Tether, XRP, Dogecoin, Solana is up at number 8. We've got Polkadot is at number 9, and USDC coin is number 10. Top 10 by volume, we've got Tether, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance, Bitcoin Cash, Solana, Ethereum Classic, Cardano, XRP, and Litecoin. Our fear and greed index, we're still in that green, greedy area. We're not into extreme greed yet, so it's not time to look at selling yet. But, trying to find take profits. I'm waiting on some of the take profits. Waiting for some more momentum and some more price action to happen, because I don't think we're at full greed scale yet. When we're up here into like the 90s on the fear and greed index, that's when I'm going to be looking to take some serious profits. Our Bitcoin dominance has seriously dropped. We've got 43.45% of the market being dominated by Bitcoin, because the altcoins are making their runs right now. So it is definitely, we are in the midst of a small little altcoin season. So if you are doing any trading on that, good for you. You can also come and trade tokens here on the Simple Swap exchange here on coin-logic.com. We have there's hundreds of different pairs that you can trade through. What it does is it aggregates trades through exchanges. It's similar to like Changely and CoinSwitch, so it's all, you can do this all from right here. That actually helps support the site. You can also see Bitcoin on the daily technical analysis from TradingView is showing it as a buy. So Bitcoin, though, even though it's saying it's a buy, has been in some consolidation, which actually may be showing that, we're getting ready to make a run up. But our market cipher indicator just gave us a bit of a sell signal here. But in this like middle area on the momentum, I don't really look at those too strongly. It's when I start getting red dots up here and you get the double red dots. That's when it's like looking for times for price drop. But we do have a lot of divergence going on, so we may be looking for a correction. I still would actually like to see it come down and retest 45 one more time as support, which it may actually do in this case. But our RSI is in kind of a neutral zone, so it's not really in any kind of scary territory. I think we just may be in some consolidation right now because altcoins are running. That's just a thing. That's just a cycle. It's just the way that it works. So we can go and take a look at my ETH BTC trade, which is actually up quite a bit today. So I am currently up over 200,000 Satoshis in this trade, and popped over the 20-day moving average here. So if we can find that as support and keep that running up, then cool. I'm making some more Bitcoin as we go. This is just showing you that basically alts are running versus Bitcoin. So Ethereum is definitely up versus Bitcoin. Almost 4% over Bitcoin right now. Taking a look at Ethereum. Ethereum is running over 3,300 at 3,341 right now. Looking like nothing but bullish to me here for Ethereum. I mean, Ethereum's got so many, not just like the technicals, but it's got a ton of fundamentals behind it as well. But the problem is, it's such a gas hog. And that's why we are also minting on, like Polygon. We're minting on Solana. We're going to be minting on Binance Smart Chain, Hive, that kind of thing as well. So we're not dealing with so many gas fees. But you got to give props to the king of the NFTs and the smart contracts, and that would be ETH. So why we are going to be minting there as well. What are we going to be minting? Oh, we'll get into that in a minute. Let's take a look at Hive real quick. Hive is still up over 56 cents. We did have a little pump up a couple of days ago, but it is resettling, coming back down to try to retest this 20-day moving average. But man, this is still, again, nothing but bullish action here. The momentum indicators, we got our RSI is still in the 60 range, so we're still in bullish territory, not overbought, so I'm not worried about any overheated action just yet. But our momentum is going down a little bit, but that's just a short-term momentum. I feel like Hive has got so much room to run. Honestly, in my opinion, Hive is what ETH 2.0 wants to be, basically. We already have it, and we already have basically everything Vitalik is wanting to do. It's all there. Even our second layer markets, we've even got decentralized second layer markets as well. Ethereum's got some, pretty robust structure, but Hive has got a really robust structure as well. And it's simple and it's feeless and it's easy to use. Super fast, 3-second block times. Check out the Hive blockchain where your wallet address is your username, not some convoluted 30 character, encrypted hash kind of thing. Which those are cool too, and we'll get into that in just a second. I'm really excited about that. Actually, you know what? Screw the rest of the charts. Let's get in talking about HashBots. So, inspiration really kind of just slapped me over the head this weekend, and I had to just ride with it. Haven't had a lot of sleep over the last few days. Getting this project going and done. I have the initial deployment of NFTs ready to go, and they're going to be released in 6 days. But this is the HashBots. So this is coming from my NFT studio, contractlogic.app, which is a sister site to coin-logic.com. You can get to all the menus and everything through the CoinLogic site. Come down here, you can see Contract Logic right here. You can click on that and it'll open up and take you to that site. But this is the first NFT series from my from that studio. I have got my team, which is essentially my 21-year-old, my 16-year-old kids, working on the second and third deployments. I have the BTC Maxi Force ready to go. So I was really, I've been trying to find a way to just really stick my toe into crypto on a full-time basis. I'm tired of doing the delivery stuff, and it's just really getting to where it's not worth it with gas prices rising up and all the staff shortages because, I'm having to wait for too long. I'm just wasting a bunch of time, and it's just kind of frustrating. Since I got back from my trip, it's just been, that whole side of my income has been just kind of blah. But the crypto side's been doing well, but I just really am wanting to get into this NFT space because I believe NFTs are the way the mainstream is really going to get into crypto. We've tried using the currency thing. We've tried using the store of value, which that got a lot of people in. But I believe the NFTs, the scarce individual collectibles, is a great way to get the younger generations in, and even some of the older generations. I have a whole grand plan one day of actually having a physical gallery where artists and collectors can send pieces for storage, and I would display them in a gallery and have the whole VR, you can come and check out the gallery through VR or through just a 360 kind of situation. I got a whole idea about that, but I'm looking for locations to be able to do this in, to be able to, for artists and stuff, to submit pieces, display it in the gallery, create an NFT and send the NFT to the artist, and the artist can then sell the NFTs. And then whoever buys it can sell it or whatever. And if whoever owns the NFT at the time wants to take possession of the physical piece, they can go through our take possession process and basically send the NFT with their physical address. I burn the NFT and then send them the piece kind of thing. So that's the whole idea about what the gallery that I'm wanting to do. But this is hopefully going to be the start of it all. So I got to build capital, to do anything. And I'm seeing how much these little rocks and all these little 8-bit images are going for and that kind of thing on these markets. And it's just ridiculous. And I kind of, I need to jump in this game. So I was scouring the internet, just really trying to find inspiration on what to do with this and kind of what direction to go. And then I found this really cool little site called robohash.org, and it's got this whole series of robots, the little aliens that are being used as the Satoshians, and all that kind of stuff. I was reading through the site, and I can use them commercially, so, no licensing issues or nothing, so that was really cool. But what it is, it's a text-to-image generator. And as I got into how the site was built, they got a little thing on it, and you can even go and look at the GitHub code. they use the SHA algorithm for the randomization of the images. So like you can go and type your name and it'll come up with a little thing, and then you can put in different attachments to the URL because it all works off of like a RESTful URL situation. So you can go in and I was like adding different peripherals, or I had different tags to the end of the URL that would make it bigger or put it into a different series or whatever. And so I was having a lot of fun with this, creating stuff, and I'm like, okay, well, how can I do a whole bunch of these without just typing random words or whatever? Then I decided, I was like, okay, so since this is the SHA algorithm, I have a really cool idea. So I went and I downloaded a BitPay wallet because it allows me to open up a whole bunch of keys and have like 20 addresses per key per blockchain. So Bitcoin, I can have 20 keys. Bitcoin Cash, I can have 20 keys, which I'm not using for this series. I'm going to be using it for the next series that I'm going to launch after I get done with the first deployment of this. But I'm going to have, and then I've got Litecoin and Dogecoin, which are all used in this series. So I created a whole bunch of keys, a whole bunch of addresses. But as I went through and was creating the addresses, I would create the bot at the same time. So I'd create an address and then go and create the bot. Basically copy and paste the address with the extension, the URL extensions, and it would create the bot. And then I downloaded the bot, just the transparent PNGs, and then I created like 6 gradients, 6 different colored gradient backgrounds for them. And then I would just go through and just like add the gradient background randomly using, actually I'm using GIMP right now. I'm not even using Photoshop. I got my new computer and I'm using GIMP because I got an old version of Photoshop and I'm not paying their subscription fee. So I'm learning to use the free stuff right now. So yeah, used GIMP, threw the backgrounds on them, and boom, they're done. And so what's cool about it is that they're all completely different. There's not like repeatable, basically like a lot of the collections that are out there are not technically non-fungible tokens. They're semi-fungible, meaning that, there may be 100 of this one and 500 of this one and like collectible card, like trading card kind of things. So these are completely individual pieces, every single one of them. Every single HashBot, every Satoshian, which I've got a whole backstory. So let's just get into this. So I did a whole introduction post on Hive. I've actually got I'll put the link in the description. But you can go to hashbots.net, and this is the website for the HashBots. This is the official website. So I am releasing the first deployment, the first 3 deployments. So this is the first wave of deployments. Is going to Ethereum, and I've already got that collection set up on OpenSea. And then I've got the collection set up on Polygon through OpenSea. And then there's a new marketplace for Solana coming out on Friday. And I'm going to be one of the first collections on there. And it's like an OpenSea type of thing for Solana called solsea.io. So that's where the next deployment's going to go. Or that's where the third part of the deployment is going to be split up to. So it's going to be split up between 3 different blockchains. And there's not going to be everything that's going, it's all different pieces going everywhere. There's not going to be a replica of any one piece anywhere. There's going to be a total of 1,500 bots throughout the first 3 deployments. The first deployment is 100 Bitcoin created bots. Second deployment is going to be 400 Litecoin bots because there's a 1-to-4 ratio with Bitcoin to Litecoin. And then there's going to be 1,000 Doge bots. And that's the third deployment. And those are going to be, and it's going to be split up. So Ethereum's getting the biggest count. So the first wave, and I'll jump down here real quick before we get into the introduction. I got a whole countdown and everything. The BTC Maxi Force is the strongest and most secure bots in the galaxy, or in the HashBot Force. And they're going to be deployed to help protect the blockchain galaxy. We've got 50 bots and 7 Satoshians. Satoshians are the little alien guys. So we got 50 bots and the 7 Satoshians going to Ethereum. We got 25 and 7 going to Polygon, and then 25 bots and 7 Satoshians going to Solana. Second deployment. 200 Litecoin HashBots are going to go to Ethereum along with 7 Satoshians. We're going to 100 HashBots going to a Polygon with 7 Satoshians, as well as the same count, not the same bots, same count. 100 Litecoin HashBots and 7 Satoshians are going to Solana Solar System. And then the third deployment, the second deployment happens on October 5th. First deployment is September 6th, so on Monday. So you can see we got 6 days left for that one. 35 days for the second deployment. And then we got 66 days until November the 5th. Remember the 5th of November. I did that on purpose. The Dogecoin Battalion gets released. And there's 500 Doge HashBots, 7 Satoshians going to Ethereum, 250 Doge and 7 Satoshians going to Polygon, and then 250 Doge and 7 Satoshians going to the Solana Solar System. That's how that's going to be dispersed. That's going to be the first wave of deployments. Actually have deployment strategies set up and ready to go. Well, not set up and ready to go, but the plans are created for Binance, Hive, and Wax. That's the second wave of deployments, and that'll probably happen early 2022 at this point. Because I have a whole other project. While I was creating these, I came up with a whole other project that I will probably be introducing to you maybe next week after we get the HashBots deployed. So I'm going to be really busy until that happens. So, get into a little bit about the story. I actually wrote like a full out, introduction post, which has all of this and just, kind of like basically the story I just told here on the Hive blockchain that I created. But basically what it is the introduction is the Satoshians, which are the inhabitants of the blockchain galaxy, versus the CBF, which is the Central Banking Federation. So deep in space lies a small galaxy called the Blockchain Galaxy. It is home to a race of free and sovereign beings known as the Satoshians. Satoshians were born and bred on the planet Satoshi with their own unique BTC identification number. So they were created, side note, they were created the same way bots were created. Their own, but they were a different, avatar set kind of thing. They all have extremely unique personalities and traits, but all have the same common goal: to live life abundantly as free and sovereign people with an uncorrupted economy. Planet Satoshi acts as the capital planet of the blockchain galaxy. Everything in the galaxy was running smoothly for a long time until one day, the galaxy was invaded by a race of beings from a remote star system called the Jekyll system. These evil beings believed that they were far superior race and wanted to enslave the Satoshians and extort them of their energy and resources. This group, known as the Central Banking Federation, only wanted one thing: complete control over the Satoshians and the blockchain galaxy. They wanted the Satoshians to own nothing and be happy about it. Sounds familiar, huh? But the Satoshians weren't having anything about it. In response to the horrors that the CBF brought upon the wonderful people of the galaxy, a small group of Satoshians decided to create an army of robots that could help defend the monetary policy of the galaxy against the evil banking alliance. The Satoshians retreated to their inner parts of planet Satoshi, come up with the perfect plan, and then after some time and a lot of work, the HashBot Army was born. So each HashBot is a unique encrypted machine designed to do one thing: protect the integrity and sovereignty of the monetary policies of the galaxy that the evil Central Banking Federation is trying to destroy. These bots were created in the Robot HashBot factory, in which each bot was created uniquely with an uniquely and algorithmically with a specific BTC, LTC, or Doge encrypted hash, or otherwise known as an address. This makes each bot unique in its own way. They may have different looks, but they are all built to protect and verify the blockchain galaxy. BTC bots are the elite bots of the army. They were created to set the base standard for the rest of the HashBot army. They are by far the most secure force in the galaxy and our first line of defense against the evil CBF. The BTC bots are often referred to as the Maxi Force. Had to do it. The BTC squad were the first wave of bots that were deployed across the galaxy along with a small team of Satoshians to set the standard and the coin base for the fight against the evil Central Banking Federation that is trying to absorb all of the resources in the galaxy. Each deployment is split along the three largest systems that are the biggest strategic bases across the galaxy. Each hashbot is named with a blockchain precursor followed by the hash used to create the bot. And then you can see pictured is BTC dash and then the hash that I used. After each group of hashbots were created, the Satoshians saw that they were going to need to scale their forces up to be able to spread more forces out to the main systems of the galaxy that were in battle with the CBF. Although the BTC bots were extremely strong and secure, they did have some flaws. The Satoshians found that they needed some bots that were similar to the BTC bots, but they needed to be faster and use less energy. Only the more elite Satoshians could continue to use the BTC bots due to the energy consumption, which made the rest of the population vulnerable to attack. So another group of 21 Satoshians were appointed to create the next wave of hashbots. This time, their speed and energy efficiency, they decided to call them the light hashbots, or LTC bots for short. Being these were lighter and faster bots, the Satoshians found that they could actually make more of this wave of bots. They look very familiar to the BTC Maxi Force, but they were a bit smaller in stature, which gave them an edge in speed. The Satoshians were able to create 400 of the LTC commandos and will be the second deployment in the Battle of Galactic Monetary Sovereignty. These bots will be deployed to scale the HashBot Army to protect more of the middle-class Satoshians. As the LTC commandos were being built, the Satoshians found that they could harness even more resources and make smaller and lighter bots than the LTC commandos. These bots are of a completely different design than the BTC or LTC bots. They are much smaller in stature, but extremely fast and efficient. The problem with these bots is they were not as powerful and secure as the BTC and LTC bots. These bots were being designed. The third group of 21 Satoshians joked with each other that these looked like pets for the other bots, thus named them the Doge bots. These bots, being smaller in size and needing less resources, gave the Satoshians the ability to create even more bots. Thus, 1,000 bots were created, and the Doge Battalion was formed. The Doge Battalion is the third wave of attack meant to protect the common Satoshian. With their numbers, they can spread out, cover more ground, and help short squeeze the CBF and end their reign in the blockchain galaxy. So then we go through and, you saw the countdowns and everything. So that's basically the story. So as the other waves come out, I may expand the story a little bit more. I do have a Hive account, so I probably will make posts and stuff through that. But it was just a fun thing. I was obviously way over caffeinated and really super stoned, and so that's how it happens sometimes, But anyway, that's it for me today. Wanted to introduce you guys to the HashBots and my little story behind it. Face to face. You can also go and kind of read everything down in the introduction post that I have on Hive. I will put that link in the description below. But guys, y'all have a great rest of your day. As always, be cool, be real, and always abide.